Chair Rodgers, 5 minutes for an opening statement.
Good morning. The U.S. is blessed with tremendous natural resources, which we've been able to harness as a result of free markets and an entrepreneurial spirit that is uniquely American. We've harnessed the power of nuclear energy, electrified millions of rural Americans' homes with clean hydropower, and ushered in the shale revolution, which unleashed clean natural gas. As a result of this, America is the #1 producer and exporter of liquefied natural gas in the world. This has helped us shift markets and bolster our own energy security and that of our allies away from adversaries like Russia and Iran, and has enabled the U.S. to reduce emissions more than any other nation, both at home and abroad. Leadership matters. American leadership matters. Rather than celebrating this legacy, President Biden is heeding the calls, as he puts it, of radical environmental activists who are intent on shutting down American energy. The president's recent decision to impose a moratorium on new permits for clean U.S. natural gas exports is the latest example of his administration putting politics over people. The administration has made its intentions clear. This is not a pause, as they claimed. This is a ban. The administration is ignoring the fact that natural gas continues to create millions of new jobs, bring manufacturing back to the U.S., and provide and revitalize our communities across the country. In 2022, in Pennsylvania alone, the natural gas industry supported $41.4 billion in economic activity. The shale gas development supported over 120,000 jobs. And there's similar experiences in states and communities across the country. President Biden's LNG export ban will end these benefits for local economies, kill American jobs, and increase energy prices for people across the board. It will send manufacturing overseas, increase our dangerous dependence upon China, and discourage investment in future American energy production. This ban is not only bad for our country, it's bad for our allies. The U.S. LNG has been the lifeline to Europe ever since Russia's invasion of Ukraine. It has helped reduce natural gas prices in Europe by over 83% since 2002 levels following Russia's invasion. In December 2023 alone, 61% of U.S. LNG exports went to Europe, keeping their homes heated, their businesses running, and their lights on. And it has also helped them reduce emissions. Not only is U.S. LNG more than 40% cleaner than Russian natural gas, it's a better option for power generation than other alternatives currently being used. U.S. exports spurred our European allies to quickly invest in new LNG import facilities in order to further wean themselves off of Russian natural gas. This decision to ban exports is a gift to Putin, and we all know Putin is using energy as a weapon. This is giving the Russians greater leverage over our allies while further funding their evil activities, including the aggression against the Ukrainian people. It will destabilize Europe's energy market and signal to our allies that we are no longer a dependable partner. From day one, President Biden has mobilized bureaucrats across the federal government to force an energy transition on Americans. From efforts like the Clean Power Plan 2.0, which will force states to change fundamentally how they generate electricity and raise costs across the board, to electric vehicle mandates that force Americans to buy electric vehicles, more expensive, less reliable alternatives. This administration's rush to green agenda is shutting down American energy production, driving up cost to consumers, costing people their jobs, and making us more reliant on China and our allies more dependent upon Russia. America's abundant energy resources are critical to our economic and national security. Instead of shutting down American energy, we must ensure energy security for us and our allies. President Biden's keep it in the ground policies are unsustainable, and they're harming America's future. Only by standing up for American values of free market, competition, innovation, environmental stewardship can we protect our future. Today's hearing will give all the members an opportunity to hear from some perspectives that are currently being intentionally left out of the conversation. And we'll hear about important solutions like H.R. 7176, led by Representative Pfluger, which will immediately end the Biden administration's ban on LNG exports. The president must stop putting politics over people. He must reverse this reckless decision and stop the attacks on American energy independence. With that, I yield back.
Julie yields back, and I now recognize the ranking member of the full committee, Mr. Pallone, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.